Hello, welcome back to 1961 Cincinnati Royal basketball. Today we have the Syracuse Nationals in to visit Cincinnati. I think they're in Cincinnati. 1961-62 season, there were a few neutral site games, especially at Madison Square Gardens in New York. But I think this one is in Cincinnati. But before we get started, I wanted to show a pretty cool stat. So far, Cincinnati is 3-0. Syracuse is 1-3, so we've won our first three games. But game records, we've got triple doubles. This is kind of cool. Oscar Robertson is the only one to have any, and he has got a triple double the first three games of the season. So I would imagine that's kind of a rare thing. So far, the only one in the NBA to get one, and he's got three in a row. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get his fourth triple-double here against Syracuse. So pretty cool on that. So we'll go back to our schedule. And again, I'm still experimenting on how to do these games on the channel. They are a bit long, so today I'm going to be ambitious and go ahead and try to do the whole game. So far, I've done the last quarter, and then the last game with the Lakers, we did half and half, and I didn't broadcast the very last game against the Knicks, which we were able to win at Madison Square Garden. So this one, I'm going to try to do the whole game. So it might be a bit of a long video, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll get started here. So far, these are the team leaders. Looks like Hal Greer is averaging 19.8. Swede Hallbrook is averaging 10 rebounds. And Larry Costello is averaging 7.8 assists. Again, Syracuse is 1-3. The Syracuse Nationals will eventually become the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Philadelphia Warriors, who are in Philadelphia now, will move to San Francisco and become the Golden State Warriors. So a lot of juggling in the early NBA, it would appear. But for now, they are the Syracuse Nationals. So let's get this game started. I'm going to be rolling my own dice. So far, I've been trying to slow the game down a little bit to explain what's been happening. With this being try to do the whole game, I'm going to go ahead and get to the results a little quicker. Looks like our fast break rating, Cincinnati has a yellow. The Nationals have a single green, so we'll take that into effect. The home court advantage for Cincinnati is 2, so I think that's not great. I think you roll a 1 to 6, so anything over 4 or 3 rather goes to the visitors, I think. Again, I'm not for sure about that. So at any rate, let's get this game started. See if we can get Oscar Robertson's fourth triple-double. So here's the jump ball. 1 to 43 will go to Cincinnati. That's a 55. So Kerr is going to win the jump ball. And Syracuse will set up on offense. Dolph Schayes, the power forward, has possession, and he gets a 1-5, which is going to be a bucket. Syracuse goes up 2-0. Oscar Robertson gets the ball from a coach's choice number 1, and he brings it down. He gets a 6-4, and he's going to be fouled by Larry Costello. Costello's first foul, of course. Robertson will get 2 shots. He gets a 44, makes the first one. And here's the second one, and he gets a 55-1. So he barely made that one. That one ran around the rim and barely fell in. So 2-2. Red Kerr, 6'9" center for Syracuse, has the ball down low. And that's going to be a possible bucket and foul. Embry is a 4 on that rating, but we rolled a 6, so that's just going to be a bucket. So Syracuse up 4-2. Bucky Bockhorn, shooting guard for Cincinnati, brings it down. And that's a 2-2, and that's almost always an automatic bucket. So both teams are shooting the lights out so far. So Syracuse brings it back down, and they'll work it into Kerr. down in the paint, and that's a 6-4. That's a possible foul. Embry's foul rating is a 2, so that will indeed be a foul. Embry's first. Kerr will get 2 shots. 53 on his free throw rating. He gets a 46. And here is his second shot, and that's a 53-2. So another ring around the rosy there, and it drops in. So 6-4 Syracuse. And Cincinnati will try to work it into Embry up against Kerr, seeing if they can get some inside action. And that's going to be a fantastic pass by Embry over to Twyman, and we are tied at 6. So that's first assist for Embry, first 2 points for Twyman. And Syracuse with the ball. Point guard Larry Costello will get his first handle. That's a 6-2. That's a possible foul. Robertson is a 3, so he is indeed fouled. First foul by Robertson. And Costello will get 2 shots. He's a 61 free throw shooter, 84% from the line. And that's a 25, so he'll hit it to put Syracuse back up by 1. Here's his second shot. And that's a 56, so good 2 points there for Costello. Cincinnati will have the ball down by 2. Wayne Embry with the possession. He gets a 6-5, so he's fouled, and that'll be a one-shot foul. And that went against Gamby at small forward. First foul for Gamby. Here's the shot by Embry. He gets a 41, so he nails it. So Cincinnati down by 1. Syracuse with the ball. Dolph Shays. He gets a 1-2. That's a defensive check on Boozer. Boozer's a 3, and we rolled a 2, so he's not able to defend Shays, and Shays gets the basket. He's 2 for 2 so far. So we got a coach's choice. Looks like overall Syracuse has got decent defending. Let's go with, we'll give it to Oscar Robertson. He's our best passer, being the point guard and all, leading the league in assist, and he does just that. So here's an amazing pass to Bockhorn, who makes the easy bucket, and Cincinnati draws to within 1. So Red Kerr, they're working it down low to him again. Looks like typically he's the second leading or third leading scorer on the team, but they've been working him a lot this game, so that's a possible bucket. Defense check on Embry. Embry's a 2, rolled a 4, so he's able to defend Kerr that time, but Kerr gets the offensive rebound over Embry. His raised number is a 4 on his offensive rebound rating, and here is the roll on that, and that's going to be a foul. Second foul by Embry, so we'll go ahead and give him a little time off. We'll bring in Hub Reed in at center. So 2 shots for Kerr, who is already 2 for 2 from the line. He's got a 74% free throw percentage, and he misses that one. And here is his second effort, and that's a basket. So Syracuse up by 2. And Bob Boozer, power forward, will have it. 6'8", 24-year-old. That's a 3-4. That's a possible block. Shays is a 3. So he is not able to block that one, and Boozer makes the basket. Robertson gets his second assist, and we are tied at 11. So Hal Greer, shooting guard for the Nationals. And he gets a 2-4, and if he was hot, he would make that, but he's not, so that's a miss. Gamby gets the offensive rebound and a column 2 shot opportunity. He rolls a 6, so he misses it. Costello gets the offensive rebound over Bockhorn, and we will roll to see a raised foul, and looks like he's going to be fouled as we roll a 3. So that's the second foul on Robertson. So we'll go ahead and he only needs a minute off per half. So we'll go ahead and give him his minute here. We'll bring in Adrian Smith at point guard. Pretty good ball handler at 61. So 2 shots for Costello, who is 2 for 2 from the line today. That's a 35. He makes the first one. Here's shot number 2. That's a 45. So he makes both shots. Syracuse up by 11. So Cincinnati brings the ball down. Bob Boozer with the ball. down in the post. And he gets a 2-4, which will be a miss. He's 1 for 2 from the line, but Twyman gets the offensive rebound over Shays, and he is not fouled. So Cincinnati will reset the offense. We can go to Smith or Boozer here. Let's go ahead and give Adrian Smith, backup guard, a shot. And here is his roll. That's a possible defensive check. Costello is a 2, rolled a 6, so he's able to defend Adrian Smith, who misses. Shays gets the rebound over Hub Reed at center, and looks like they're going to go on a fast break, up by 2. That's a 4-2-5. Again, there's a chart for this, but I'll let the computer figure it out. So Greer will get a fast break shot, and his fast break shooting is 36, and that's a 22, so he nails the layup. Costello gets the assist, and Syracuse goes up by 4. So Jack Twyman will have the ball. He is 2, and everybody else on the floor is a 4 or 5. So we might need to fix that. So that's a possible steal by Gamby. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hate when I do that, and there's no undo button, unfortunately, so I'll owe the Nationals one. So Bockhorn gets a high percentage shot, and he makes it. So like I said, we owe them a basket. So Hal Greer with the ball, coach's choice number 1. He averages 22.8 points per game. That's a 6-1, so that's going to be a miss, but we'll go ahead and give him the bucket to even up that last boo-boo. All right, so 4 points for Greer. Costello gets the assist. So Jack Twyman with the ball again. And he gets a 2-1, and that's always an automatic basket. So he is 2 for 2, 4 points total. Cincinnati down by 2. Here is Hal Greer, who gets the coach's choice 1 again. And that's a 4-4, and that's going to be a turnover. So Cincinnati will get the ball back. Let's see what our substitution looks like here. So Oscar Robertson is rested, so I'm going to bring him back in. I'll let Embry go ahead and get his full rest. All right, so Cincinnati with the ball down by 2, and Jack Twyman with the ball again, coach's choice 2. And that's a 1-3, so that's a defensive check on Gamby. He's at 2. He rolled a 5, so he defends Twyman very well. And Bianchi gets the offensive rebound over Bockhorn. So Gamby with the ball. And that's a 5-3. That's going to be a miss. He's 0 for 2 from the floor, and Boozer gets his first rebound of the game. So they'll bring it down. Oscar Robertson just back into the game. We'll have the ball. That's a 1-6, and that's a bucket. So first chance for Robertson is good. Bockhorn gets the assist, and we are tied at 17. So with 7:24 left in the first quarter, Dolph Shays has the ball. And that's a 1-1, so that's a defensive check on Reed, the center, who's a 4, so that's not very good. So Dolph Shays is easy to get around Reed for the bucket, and he's 3 for 3 from the floor. Syracuse up by 2. Oscar Robinson will bring it down, and he gets a 2-4, and that's a miss. So he's 1 for 2. Hal Brook out-rebounds Boozer. So Syracuse will set it up. Paul Newman into the game. Shooting guard gets a 5-6. That's a possible pass. Bockhorn is a 1, so he indeed does have to pass. Good defense by Bockhorn. Newman will end up getting the ball back. Syracuse up by 2. And that's a 4-1, and that's going to be a possible steal. Hub Reed is a 2. We don't get a 2, so he's not able to steal. Reed will have a 2-point shot, and his rating is 34. That's a 52, so he's going to miss, but Shays out-rebounds Reed for the offensive rebound. His second rebound of the game. Gets it over to Swede Halbrook at center. And that's going to be a possible bucket and foul. Hub Reed is a fouler, so he gets the 3-point opportunity. So let's see what our subs look like. So we'll put Embry back in at center. He's got 2 fouls. We'll bring in Buckwalter. We'll give Twyman the first break. So we'll get that. So one shot for Halbrook for the 3-point opportunity. Syracuse already up by 4. This will put him up by 5, and he hits it. So Cincinnati trying not to let Syracuse run away with it. Oscar Robertson gets the ball on the coach's choice 1. That's a 4-2, and that's a turnover. So first turnover by Robinson, so Syracuse will get the ball back. Alan Bianchi, I think that's how you pronounce that, gets the coach's choice 3. That's a 6-1. That's a possible foul on Robertson, who's a 3. Rolls a 5, so good defense. You'll have to pass. Gets over to Dolph Shays down at power forward. He gets a 5-2, so that's a good pass for a high percentage shot for Gamby, who goes from a 34 to a 44. So far he is 0 for 2 from the floor, but he nails that one. Shays gets the assist, and Syracuse goes up by 7. So Cincinnati needing to get some points here. Joe Buckhalter with the ball. In for Twyman, and he gets a 2-3, so he nails that one. His first 2 points of the game. Center Embry gets his second assist. David Gamby with the ball for Syracuse. And he gets a 2-2, so he nails it. He's 2 for 4. Made his last 2 shots, so Cincinnati brings it back. Oscar Robertson in possession of the ball. And he gets a 6-1, so that's going to be a plain old pass. Wayne Embry has the possession of the ball down in the paint, working against Halbrook, and he gets a possible foul. Halbrook's defense rating is the highest at 6, so that rolls a 3, so that is a foul. That'll be Halbrook's first foul of the game. And I think Embry will get 2 shots. So far he is 1 of 1 from the line. He has a 69% free throw percentage. Hits the first one, so Cincinnati within 6. And here's his second effort. And he hits it that one too. So he's 3 for 3 from the line today. So the Nationals have the ball. Al Bianchi moved over to shooting guard, has possession. Al Greer back in at point guard. That's a 5-3, so that's a high percentage shot. Good pass by Bianchi over to Shays, who goes from a 31 to a 41 on his percentage. And he hits a 35, so he makes it. Bianchi gets his first assist, and Syracuse back up by 7. Oscar Robertson has the ball. Cincinnati down by 7 again. That's a defensive check on Greer, who is a 2. Rolled a 4, so he's able to defend Robertson, who's 1 for 3. Shays gets the defensive rebound, his 3rd rebound. Syracuse is on a fast break. And here it is. That's a 2-6-1. So that's going to be a miss. Kerr gets the offensive rebound, but they are out rebounding us like crazy. So he gets a column 2 shot. That's a 2, so he makes it. And I'm going to call a timeout here. Let's see if we can get. I think I got a couple guys who are a little better at rebounding. So let's put Norman in it for Embry, and then put Embry in for Boozer. So see if we can get our rebound numbers a little better. So it looks like, let's give that a shot. See if we can improve on that. So far, they've out rebounded us 9-2. So see if we can take the personnel we have and improve on that. So all right. So Oscar Robertson with the ball. Syracuse up 30-21. That's another fantastic pass by Robertson over to Buckhalter, and that's his 3rd assist of the day. So nice pass. Oscar Robertson dishing the ball out very good today, as he has been all year so far. Al Greer with the ball. He has a possible steal. Robertson is a 4, so that is indeed a steal. So good job by Robertson getting his first steal of the game. He gets it over to Wayne Embry over at power forward. And that's a 5-4, so that's going to be a turnover. The first one by Embry, and Syracuse will get the ball back, still up by 7. So Dolph Shays, power forward, will have possession. And here is, he gets a 2-5, so that's going to be a miss. He's 4 for 5, his first miss of the day, but he gets his own rebound, and he will be fouled. So that's Embry's third foul. So Cincinnati not off to the greatest start here on this one. So I get Embry out at 3 fouls. Let's see. Looks like Wiseman's a pretty good. So let's put Wiseman in at shooting forward. And then we'll put Buckhalter at power forward and get Embry a break. All right, so try that. So the Royals are in the penalty, so the Nationals have 3 opportunities to make 2. So Shays is a 63, so he's not going to miss too many. He makes that one. These will be his first 2 free throws of the game. And he makes that one. So Syracuse up by 9. So Robertson with the ball, seeing if we can keep Syracuse from running away with this one. That's a 3-2. That's a possible block. Bianchi is a 2, so he will indeed block it. First block by Bianchi. Bockhorn gets the offensive rebound. Possible column 2 shot, so we'll take that. So again, 1, 2, or 3 on the red dice, and he will put it back in, but he rolls a 6. So his first miss of the day, and Schaefer will out-rebound Robertson. So once again, they get the rebound. Dolph Shays has the ball with 3:36 left. And he gets a 2-5, so he's going to miss that one. So thankfully, Syracuse is getting a little cold. Buckhalter out-rebounds Shays. So Cincinnati gets that rebound, and Buckhalter will end up with the ball as Cincinnati sets up their offense, and that's a bucket. So Buckhalter's 3 for 3 from the floor. That's Robertson's 4th assist, leading the league in that category by a pretty good margin. So Hal Greer with the ball. Syracuse still up by 7. That's a great pass by Hal Greer over to Bianchi, and that's 2 points for Bianchi and the first assist for Greer. So Syracuse up by 9. So Bob Weisenhahn, who hasn't got a lot of playing time, is in, and he has possession of the ball. That's a 2-5, and he's going to miss his first shot. Kerr gets the defensive rebound, his third, and Bianchi with the ball. Opportunity to put Syracuse up by 11 here. That's a 4-6, and that's going to be a miss. He's 1 for 2, and Nordman out-rebounds Shays. So Cincinnati will set up their offense. Buckhalter, he has the ball. That's a 5-5, so that's a possible pass. Shays is a 3, so it is indeed a pass. Good defense by Shays. Goes over to Robertson. Robertson gets a 6-2, so he will pass it. I think one more pass will be a... they probably didn't have 24 clocks back in '61, so coach's choice. So we'll go with Nordman here. Bevo Nordman, and he misses his shot up against Kerr. He's 0 for 1, but Buckhalter gets the offensive rebound, and we'll try a column 2 shot. So again, 1, 2, or 3 in the red dice, and he will make it. And he misses another one, so we're not getting the rolls today. He's 3 for 4. Bianchi gets his second rebound, and the Nationals will go on a fast break here. They're rated green, so that's a 2-3-5, so that's probably going to be a good one. Yep, so Schaefer with the easy layup, and Syracuse up by 11. So Cincinnati will set up their offense. Bucky Bockhorn with the ball. And he gets a possible shot up against Greer's defense, and we roll a 2, so he's able to get around Greer, who's normally a good defender. Robertson gets his 5th assist, and Hal Greer will have possession with 1:48 to go. That's a 1-6. He's going to miss. He's 2 for 4, and Nordman gets the rebound. So we're getting some rebounds here at least. So Nordman will end up with the ball, posting up against Red Kerr down in the paint. Possible a defensive check. Kurt is a 3. We rolled a 2, so Nordman's able to get around him and put it in for his first 2 points of the game. So Cincinnati's back to within 7. Dolph Shays with the ball for the Nationals. That's a 3-3, and that's going to be an offensive or a block opportunity. Buckhalter's 2 rolled a 3, so he's able to block the shot. However, Shays gets the offensive rebound, and we will roll on his column 1 rating. So it's over a 3. No. So he's able to get around Buckhalter and put it back in for the easy basket. That's 12 points for Shays. Syracuse back up by 9. Bucky Bockhorn with the ball. And that's a 2-3, so he nails that one. He's 5 for 6 for 10 points. Robertson with his 6th assist. Dolph Shays will have possession for Syracuse with just a minute left in the first half. And that's a 5-4, so that's going to be a miss. So thankfully, Syracuse has got cold here. If not, they'd have 50 points in the first quarter. Robertson gets his first rebound of the game. Bevo Nordman will get it down low, working against Red Kerr. And that's going to be a possible block. His block rating is a 2. We rolled a 6, so he blocks Nordman's shot, his first block. Possible goaltending, however, so we need a 6 for that to happen. Rolled a 3, so it is good. So Kerr gets the defensive rebound, his 4th, and he will have possession of the ball as Syracuse brings it down. And that's a 2-5, so that's going to be a miss. He's 2 for 4. Buckhalter gets his 3rd rebound. Cincinnati with the ball, down by 7. We got Weisenhahn. Again, not a lot of playing time. But he gets a 2-1, and he makes that one. So how about that? He's 1 for 2, gets his first 2 points. So Cincinnati just down by 5, so hopefully they can narrow the margin a little bit to end the quarter. Red Kerr posting down low. He gets a 2-5, and he misses. So, again, Syracuse getting cold. Robertson with his 2nd rebound. Over to Weisenhahn again. And here is his effort. That's going to be a miss, 2-6. He's 1 for 3, but Buckhalter with the offensive rebound. So we will check his raised foul number. He does not get fouled. 16 seconds left. Robertson with the ball. That's a 3-3, and that's a money shot, and that's only the last 6 minutes of the game, so he's not going to get that one. 1 for 5. Greer gets the defensive rebound, his first. Syracuse on a fast break. And that's a 6-2-5. So if we roll a 6, it's held up. If not, they get a fast break shot. So he is not held up. So his fast Greer is a 36 on the fast break shot. So he's going to try to get in a layup, and he nails it. So Bianchi gets his 2nd assist. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Cincinnati back down by 7. Oscar Robertson with the ball. 4-6, and that's going to be a pass. He is cold, by the way. So Bob Weisenhahn has the ball. He rolls a 2-4, and he will miss to go 1 for 4. Greer gets the defensive rebound for Syracuse. And that will be the end of the quarter. So after 1 quarter, high scoring affair, Syracuse up 40-33. All right, so we will begin the second quarter here. We'll look at the stats at the half. So let's do some subbing here. So I want to we'll get Twyman back in at shooting forward. I'll let Embry, we'll go ahead and start with our starting lineup. Looks like Bucky Bockhorn is the only one. He needs 3 minutes left. So we'll go with that and start our next quarter. So they jump every quarter. So we got Boozer versus Kerr. 1-43 will go to us, and we will win that jump ball. So Boozer wins it. Wayne Embry gets the ball down in the post. Cincinnati down by 7. That's a 5-4, and that's going to be another turnover. His 2nd. So Syracuse will get the ball back. Lee Schaefer in at small forward has the ball. And that's a 1-2. That's a defensive check on Twyman, and he gets a 2, so he's not able to defend him, and Schaefer is 2 for 2 for 4 points. Greer gets his 2nd assist. And so the Royals have the ball. Again, Embry down low, seeing if he can make hay with Kerr. That's a 5-2, so that's going to be a pretty decent pass over to Boozer for a high percentage shot. So he goes from 34 to 44, and he misses it. So Cincinnati just continues to not play great this game. Defensive rebound by Kerr, his 5th. So Larry Costello will bring the ball down on a coach's choice 2. He gets a 2-6, so that's going to be a miss. He's 0 for 1. Boozer is able to out-rebound Gamby. That's his 2nd rebound, and he will end up with the ball as Cincinnati brings it down. That's a 5-4, and that's going to be a pass. Oscar Robertson will have possession, 23-year-old point guard. That's a 6-4, and he's going to be fouled by Costello. That's the 2nd foul for Costello. I believe Robertson will get 2 on this one, 2 free throws. He will. So far, he's 2 for 2 from the line. He shoots at 80%. He makes the first one. And here is his 2nd effort. And he makes that one. So 4 for 4 today for Robertson from the line. So Red Kerr has possession down low, working against Wayne Embry. That's a 3-4 possible block. Embry is at 2, but we rolled a 2, so he's not able to block the shot, and Kerr makes the basket. 9 points for Kerr today. So Wayne Embry will get the ball back on the other end to see if he can return the favor. He gets a 3-4, and that's a possible block. And he's a 2, but we rolled a 1, so he does return the favor. So that's Robertson's 7th assist, 5 points for Embry. He's 1 for 1 from the floor so far. Syracuse brings it back with Hal Greer. Normally the Syracuse's high scorer, and he will nail that one. And he is 4 for 6 for 8 points. So Syracuse back up by 9. Oscar Robertson brings it down. He gets a 5-1. Fantastic pass once again over to Bob Boozer this time. 8 assists for Robertson, 4 points for Boozer. Syracuse, Hal Greer will have possession of the ball. He passes a fantastic pass over to Bianchi, who makes it 4 points for Bianchi, 3rd assist for Greer. So we continue the high offense. So Cincinnati down by 9. Oscar Robertson with possession of the ball. And that's going to be a 4-4. That's going to be a miss. So Robertson continues his field goal percentage woes. Gamby gets the defensive rebound, his 2nd of the game, and he will keep possession of the ball. 4-2. That's a possible steal by Boozer, who's at 2. Rolled a 3, so he does indeed steal it. And we're not gonna fast break because again, Cincinnati is yellow, and looks like the people on the floor aren't that great, especially Bockhorn. So, I hit the wrong button. So I guess we are going to fast break. I do wish they had an undo button. That would be very helpful. So that's a 1-6-4. And Robertson makes it. So how about that? So an easy layup for Robertson, and Bockhorn gets his 2nd assist. So the Nationals have possession. Lee Schaefer, small forward, has it. He rolls a 6-5, and he's going to get a 1-shot foul. First foul by Twyman. This will be the first free throw shot for Schaefer today. He's 77% free throw shooter. He makes that one. And Syracuse is up by 8, so we got a coach's choice here. So we're going to give it to Robertson. See what he's able to do. The dice gets stuck. That's a 1-1, so we're going to test the center's defensive rating. He is a 3, rolled a 1, so Robertson's able to get around Kerr and lay it in for yet another basket. So he's up to 10 points. No assist on that one. So Syracuse will work it down to Red Kerr. And he gets a 1-4, so we'll check in the defense of Embry. Embry is a 4. We rolled a 2, so he's able to defend Kerr that time. Missed shot by Kerr. And Boozer will get the rebound over Gamby. That's the 3rd rebound by Boozer. Goes over to Jack Twyman, who is Cincinnati's 2nd highest score, typically. That's a defense against Schaefer, who is a 2. He rolled a 3, so he defends that one. Good defense by him. But Embry gets the offensive rebound, and he has a column 2 opportunity. And we have missed every single one of those today. However, Kerr is charged with a foul. So that'll be the first foul by Kerr. Embry will get 2 shots. He is 3 for 3 from the line so far today. And he makes the first one. And here is number 2. And he makes that one as well. So good free throw shooting. So Hal Greer brings it down for Syracuse. The Cincinnati has cut the lead to 4. And he gets a 6-2, and that's going to be a miss. He's 4 for 7. Twyman is able to get the rebound over Greer, so we're making some improvement on the rebounds here, but we're going to bypass the fast break this time. So they bring it down. Jack Twyman with possession. He gets a 6-3. That's a possible foul by Schaefer, who is a 5. We rolled a 5, so he is indeed fouled. So that's the first foul by Lee Schaefer. Twyman will get 2 free throws. He shoots it at 81%. These will be his first 2 today. So here is the first one. And he gets a 42. So makes number 1. That's 5 points for Twyman today. And he misses the second one. Possible rare play. He didn't get it. Schaefer gets the rebound. So Hal Greer with possession, shooting guard. Again, typically the highest scorer for Syracuse. He gets a 5-2. Fantastic pass over to Red Kerr. Easy basket. And Syracuse is back up by 5. So that's 11 points for Kerr. 4th assist for Greer. So Oscar Robertson will bring it down for Cincinnati. That's a 4-6, and that's going to be a pass. And Robertson will end up getting the ball back. That's a 5-2. Another great pass by Robertson over to Embry this time. So he's just getting everybody easy baskets today. That's his 9th assist. 9 points for Embry, 2 for 2 from the field. I believe both of his baskets have come from Robertson passes. So Lee Schaefer, we'll see if he can keep Syracuse up. And he's going to miss that shot with a 6-2. He's 2 for 3. Once again, Twyman's able to get the defensive rebound. He's got 3 so far today. Bucky Bockhorn will have possession of the ball. 7:12 left in the half. Cincinnati's cut the lead to 3. And I can't find the tower. That's a 1-1, so we'll check the center's rating. He's a 3 and rolled a 2, so Bockhorn's able to get around Swede Hallbrook, and he gets his 11th and 12th points, and we have cut the lead to 1. So how about that? So Swede Hallbrook is working down low. He's working against Wade Embry. Back up center, he got a 3-6, and so that's going to be a miss. He's 1 for 2, but he gets his own rebound, and we rolled a 2, so there's no foul. So they'll reset the offense. Lee Schaefer with the ball, trying to get some of their lead back after it being cut to 1. That's a 2-6. He's going to miss. They're getting terribly cold from the floor. Embry's able to out-rebound Holbrook. But we will set it up. We'll bypass the fast break. So Robertson with the ball. Cincinnati down by 1. That's a 6-2, so he's going to pass it. We've got the option between Twyman and Embry. We'll get it down to Embry in the paint, working against Swede Hallbrook. And that's a 6-4, and he's going to be fouled. So that'll be a 2-shot foul. Embry's not the greatest free throw shooter, just 69%, but he'll get 2 shots here. So far today, however, he's 5 for 5. So looking to give Cincinnati the lead with these 2 free throws. And he misses the first one, of course. So that makes the second one to at least tie it. And he makes that one. So we're tied at 51. So Syracuse brings the ball down. Hal Greer with the possession. And he gets a 52, so he makes a very good pass over to Joe Roberts just into the game. So that's the first 2 points for Roberts, and that's the 5th assist for Greer. Syracuse takes the lead by 2. Bob Boozer down low has possession of the ball. He rolls a 6-3. That's a possible foul on Roberts. We rolled a 5, so that will indeed be a foul. So that's going to be a 2-shot foul. First foul by Roberts. Let's see what we might need to do here. We let's see. Let's bring in Adrian Smith for Bockhorn because he's the only one that needs rest. Embry's still at 3 fouls, but I'm gonna. Let's see who. Let's bring Nordman in. Let's see if I don't want him to get 4. All right, so Boozer will get 2 shots. This will be his first 2 shots of the game. Free throw shots, that is. Makes the first one, so Cincinnati within 1. Here is number 2 coming up. And he gets a 25, so he makes his first 2 free throws of the game. So tied up at 53, Red Kerr is working it down low. Syracuse seems to like to do that a lot. So that's a 2-1, and he makes an easy bucket there. He's 5 for 9 for 13 points, so good game by Red Kerr. So Cincinnati has the ball, and they'll work it down to Bevo Nordman, another fantastic name for a basketball player. We'll be checking the defense of Kerr, who is a 3, rolled a 2, so Nordman's able to take it to him and get the bucket. Robertson has his 10th assist, so man, that man just gets some assist. So Dolph Shays has the ball. It's tied at 55, and that's going to be a possible foul on Boozer, and it is indeed. So that's his first foul of the game. 2 shots for Shays, who is 2 for 2 today. He shoots 90% generally, so a very good free throw shooter, but he misses the first one. How about that? So he's not going to miss many, but he missed that one. So here's his second effort, and he will hit that one. So Syracuse up by 1. Cincinnati will have possession of the ball with 5:12 left in the half. Jack Twyman, he gets a 5-5, and that's going to be a possible pass. Check Schaefer's defense, and it will indeed be a pass. So good defense by Schaefer as Twyman has to pass the ball off to Robertson. And here's Robertson's, and he nails it. 2-2, so he's 4 for 9. He's over 50%, which is really good for Robertson. He is playing amazing basketball, but his field goal percentage has, I think, down like at 40%. So he's not done great in that arena, but he nails that one. Put Cincinnati up by 1. So the Syracuse point guard, Al Bianchi, we'll see if he can mimic him, and he hits a 1-2. That's a defensive check on Robertson, and we rolled a 4, so he's able to defend Bianchi very well. Twyman gets the defensive rebound, his 4th, and he will end up with possession of the ball. Cincinnati up by 1. That's a 4-5, and that's going to be a straight-up miss. He's 2 for 5 from the floor. Shane gets the defensive rebound, and Syracuse calls a timeout. So we got 4:36 left in the half. Cincinnati has made a very good comeback. So after being down a pretty good amount at the first quarter, they have taken the lead with 1 point. So we'll check our sub situation. So I think we're pretty good. I'm going to leave Embry out. I don't want him to start the second half with four fouls. So Larry Costello in at point guard will take his best shot here, and he's got a 4-6, and he's going to miss. He's 0 for 2 from the floor, and Nordman is able to out-rebound Kerr. 3rd rebound for Nordman, a good rebounder. And so we have a fast break opportunity. And we actually have a couple. We got 3 twos, and so we're going to give that a shot. So the fast break rating is at the bottom, right above their stats. So that's a 4-3-4, and again, there's a chart for this, but we'll let the computer. So they'll draw a foul from Shays. So the Nationals are in the penalty. So Twyman will have 3 opportunities to make 2, which is kind of interesting. I didn't even know that was ever a rule, but apparently it was. So he is a 81% free throw shooter. He's only 1 for 2 today, though. So he misses the first one. So how about that? Some games are like that. So here is his second chance, and he gets a 42. So he's just doing. Oh, that's right. He gets 3 opportunities to make 2. So I forgot about the penalty. So that rule helped him out. So he ends up getting both of the points. Cincinnati up by 3. So Syracuse will work it down to Red Kerr versus Bevo Nordman. And that's a 3-3. That's a possible block. Nordman's block rating is a 2, but unfortunately we rolled a 2. So Kerr is able to get it over Nordman for the bucket. 15 points for Kerr. Costello gets his 3rd assist. Syracuse just down by 1. Bob Boozer will work it down low here against Dolph Shays. And that's going to be a possible foul and bucket. Shays' defense ratings of 4. He rolled a 6, so he got by with that one. So just a 2-point bucket for Boozer, no foul. Cincinnati up by 3. 3:48 left in the half. Hal Greer, the shooting guard, has possession, and our dice get stuck. That's a 2-4. I don't believe he's hot, so he misses to go 4 of 8. Robertson gets his 3rd rebound. If he's going to get a triple-double today, he's going to have to work on his rebounds because he's only got 3 so far. So Boozer has the ball, once again down low, working against Dolph Shays. And he gets a 1-1, so that's going to be a defensive rating on Kerr, the center, who's a 3, and we rolled a 2, so he's able to get around Kerr, makes the basket. Robertson gets assist number 11, 10 points for Boozer. And Cincinnati has increased their lead to 5. So Dolph Shays, we'll see if he can make a bucket to keep Cincinnati from getting too far ahead. So that's a 4-3, and that's going to be an offensive foul. That's his 2nd foul of the day. So let's check our sub situation here. So Bockhorn still needs 24 seconds, so we'll just let him hang out there on the bench for a little bit. Cincinnati will get possession of the ball back, up by 5. Bob Boozer once again has possession. He gets a 1-4, so we'll be checking Shays' defensive rating, which is a 2. So we rolled a 6, so good defense by Shays. Boozer misses, and Shays will get the rebound as well, his 7th. So he gets it over to Kerr. Once again, Kerr working down low, and he gets a defensive check against Nordman. Nordman is a 3. We rolled a 1, so he makes the basket. So Nordman not able to defend that one. That's the 6th assist for Greer, 17 points for Kerr, so he's having a good basketball game. Cincinnati will bring it down, up by 3. Oscar Robertson has the ball, and he gets a 3-5, which is going to be a straight-out miss. So 4 for 10 for Robertson. Nordman, however, gets the offensive rebound, and he has the column 2 shot. So 1, 2, or 3, and we make it, and we finally make one of those. How about that? Nordman is 3 for 5, and he's fouled in the process. So that'll be the 2nd foul on Kerr, and we're in the penalty, so he has 2 opportunities to make 1. So we'll put Bockhorn back in at shooting guard. I'm going to go ahead. Now let's see if we can just let Emby ride out the rest of the half. So this will be Nordman's first free throw. He's a 51% free throw shooter, which is not great. But he makes it. So Cincinnati is up by 6. 2:36 left in the half. Hal Greer with possession. And he gets a 1-2. That's a defensive check on Bockhorn, who is a 2. So he defends it very well. Greer misses the shot. And Shays is charged with a loose ball foul, his 3rd. So Cincinnati will get 2 shots here for Boozer. Boozer is 2 for 2 from the line today, 71% overall. So he rolls a 52-6, and he misses the first one. Just about rolled in, but it didn't quite make it. And here's his 2nd one. So he just gets 2 shots on this one. And he makes the 2nd one, so Cincinnati up by 7. Hal Greer has possession for Syracuse. 67-60 Cincinnati. That's a 4-3, and that's going to be an offensive foul. So that's his first foul of the game. So Syracuse is just not playing good ball here this into the 2nd quarter. So Bucky Bockhorn has the ball. Cincinnati up by 7, 2 minutes left. That's a defensive check on Hal Greer. He's a 2, good defender. And so he defends Bockhorn. Gamby fights Twyman for the rebound and wins. That's his 3rd. Gets it over to Hal Greer. 2 minutes left, and that's a 4-4, and that's going to be a turnover. So that's the 4th turnover by Greer today, so he's not doing a good job of hanging on to the ball. So Cincinnati will have it. Bucky Bockhorn, shooting guard for Cincinnati. He gets a 6-5, and that's going to be a 1-shot foul. That's the 2nd foul by Greer. So he'll get 2 shots. So he's normally a 79% free throw shooter. He misses the first one. Here's number 2. So Cincinnati's not been tearing it up either. They've made a pretty good comeback, so they make that one. That puts them up by 8. Larry Costello in at point guard, 6'1", 30-year-old, will have possession. He rolls a 4-3, and that's going to be a possible steal by Robertson, who's pretty good at that. He has a 1 with a 3 exponent, but we roll a 5, so easy foul by Robertson, his second. We have a fast break opportunity. We've got Bockhorn back in, and he's got a pretty bad fast break rating. So we'll go ahead and just slow it down, do the action card. So Oscar Robertson will have possession thanks to the coach's choice 1. And that's a 6-4, and he's going to be fouled. So that's the third foul by Costello. Robertson will go to the line. He has 3 to make 2. He is 4 for 4 from the line so far today. And he will make that one. No rare play. Here's his second one. And he hits 1-1 again. Still no rare play. So Cincinnati up by 10. So good comeback by Cincinnati. So Hal Greer has the ball. There's 1:12 left in the half. He gets a 5-1, so that would be a very good pass over to Bianchi. He drains it. So that's the 7th assist for Greer. 6 points for Bianchi. Cincinnati up by 8. Bevo Nordman working it down low against Red Kerr. And that's a 1-5, so we'll be checking Kerr's defensive rating, which is a 3. We roll a 1, so Nordman's able to get around Kerr for the basket. Third assist for Twyman. 52 seconds left. Hal Greer. We'll see if he can get Syracuse a bucket here. He gets a 1-5, and that's going to be an automatic bucket. So Greer is 5 for 10. He's got 10 points. Bianchi gets his third assist. And so Cincinnati has 46 seconds on the clock. Jack Twyman, 27-year-old small forward. He gets a 1-6, and that's going to be a defensive check on Gamby. He is a 2. He rolled a 3, so good defense by Gamby. Twyman's just 2 for 6 today. Boozer gets the offensive rebound, his first offensive rebound, 4th rebound of the game. Checking his raised number, which is a 3, so he won't be fouled. So Cincinnati will reset the offense, and Bob Boozer will get the ball back. He gets a 2-4, and that's going to be a miss. He's 4 for 8. Gamby gets the defensive rebound, his 4th, and Syracuse is going to go on a fast break here. They get a 2-4-2, so that's probably going to be a good for them. No, he misses. So he's 1 for 2, and Kerr gets charged with a loose ball foul, which is his 3rd foul of the game. So looks like Nordman will get 2 shots. 38 seconds left in the half. Again, he's just a 51% free throw shooter, but he's 1 for 1 today. So he misses the first one. Number 2 here. And he misses that one as well, so that's more like it. But Boozer gets the offensive rebound, so good hustle by Boozer. He has a column 2 shot opportunity, so if we get a 1, 2, or 3 on the red die, he gets a 2. So we've made 2 of those in a row, so that's 13 points for Boozer. Cincinnati up by 10. Al Bianchi, point guard for the Nationals. He gets it, and that's going to be a possible steal. Nordman is a 3. We rolled a 1, so that's not going to be a steal, and Bianchi will get a shot. He has a 33% or 33 rating, and he gets a 53. So he misses, but Roberts gets the offensive rebound over Nordman, and he will have a column 2 shot. See if he can put it back in, and he misses. So 2 misses in a row, and then Robertson finally gets his 4th rebound. So we will go ahead and let he brings it down and gives it to Jack Twyman, who's not having a great day today. So he gets a defensive check versus Gamby, and that's going to be a bucket. So 9 points for Twyman, 3 for 7 from the field, and Cincinnati is up by 12. 16 seconds to go. Sweet Halbrook with the ball. He gets a 3-6, and that's going to be a miss. He's 1 for 3. Nordman out-rebounds Roberts for his 5th rebound of the game. Jack Twyman with 8 seconds left has the ball. He misses the shot. 2-6. He's 3 for 8. Greer gets his 3rd rebound, and looks like they're going to go on a fast break here with just 8 seconds left to go. That's going to be 6-4-5. That doesn't look like a favorable roll for them, but if they roll a 6, it's held up. And we don't, so they will get a fast break shot. Roberts is 33, and he gets a 36, so he misses the shot. We have a home court check. We rolled a 5, So actually, that is. So the lower the rating, the better. Because if it's higher, then Cincinnati gets the break. So the lower that HCA is, home court advantage is, the better. So 2 seconds left. Robertson with the ball. And he gets makes the bucket and is fouled. That's not what Syracuse wanted to do there with just 2 seconds left. So 16 points for Robertson. Bockhorn gets his third assist. Bianchi is charged with his first foul. Robertson will have 2 chances to make one. He is 6 for 6 so far. And I can't find that dumb dice tower. So 32. And he makes it, and that will end the half. So very good. So Cincinnati made a huge comeback. Let's check the stats here. Let's look at our recap. So as we can see, we outscored them this quarter 46-24. So we just about doubled their score. So that's quite a turnaround. Shooting 547 from the field, which is pretty good. They're doing better with free throws. We've got 3 steals to their none. The rebounds are much more even than they were the last time we checked. Blocks are pretty even. They've had 7 turnovers to our 3. They've got 17 fouls to our 8. So again, Syracuse has just fell apart this second quarter. So the high scores looks like for Syracuse, Kerr has got 17. Dolph Schayes has got 13. Hal Greer is at 10. And Greer has 7 assists for the game. Looks like Dolph Schayes has 7 rebounds. For Cincinnati, the high score is Oscar Robertson at 17. Bob Boozer and Bucky Bockhorn both have 13. Looks like Wayne Embry comes in at 10. 11 assists for Robertson already. The man is just killing it on assists so far. Rebounding, looks like we've got Boozer at 5 and Weiss and Hahn at 5. So that's pretty good for no longer than he was in the game. So we will see if we can get through this second half. So here we go. See if Syracuse can make a game of it. Cincinnati did a good job of coming back. So we'll see what Syracuse can do here. So we got Hallbrook and Nordeman. We'll go ahead and let Bevo Nordman start. We'll get Embry in here pretty quick. So 1-43. And Cincinnati wins the jump ball. Second time in 3 quarters. So Oscar Robertson will start things off. He gets a 2-5. That's going to be a miss. He's 5 of 12. Greer gets his 4th rebound. So Syracuse with the ball. And looks like Hal Greer will get it. He's got a 3-2. That's going to be a possible block on Bockhorn, who's a 3. Rolled a 4. So that's the first block. Good defense by Bockhorn. Syracuse gets an offensive team rebound. And they get the ball over to Schaefer. And he will get a 3-4, and he's going to make the bucket. So he's 3 for 5 from the field, 7 points. Bianchi gets his 4th assist. They're going to do a full court press. That's an interesting. I love playing against the computer because, I mean, I would never think of that playing against myself. So, but, you know, it's fun both ways, but I like the computer. So they're doing a full court press. We roll a 3-5-5, and that's going to be a personal foul. So it backfired on him that time. So Bockhorn will get 1 shot. He's 1 for 2. He misses that one. But Nordman gets the offensive rebound. Good hustle by Nordman, his 2nd offensive rebound of the day, and he gets a column 2 shot. And he misses it. And got a home court check, which is a 5. So Cincinnati will get an offensive team rebound. So a little home field advantage there. So they'll reset the offense. Bucky Bockhorn will have it. He gets a 5-4, which is going to be a miss. So he's 6 of 9. Hallbrook gets the defensive rebound, his 3rd of the day. Bianchi will set it up for Syracuse, down by 13, and that's a 1-5. That's going to be a straight-up miss. He's 3 of 7. But he gets his own rebound, and he will reset it. So here's Bianchi with the ball. He gets a 6-2. That's a possible foul on Robertson, who is a 3. We rolled a 5, so there will be no foul. Good defense by Robertson. Twyman gets the defensive rebound, his 5th, and gets it over to Bob Boozer at power forward. And he is going to be possibly fouled with a bucket. Gamby is a 4. He rolled a 1, so he does indeed foul him. So Boozer is having a good day. He's 6 of 10 with 15 points. Nordman gets his first assist. So we'll go ahead and bring Embry back in. We'll give Bockhorn a break as we'll bring in Adrian Smith at point or at shooting guard. So we'll start giving some guys some rest here in the second half. All right, so Boozer has one shot. He's 3 of 4 so far. He gets a 36, so he makes that one. 16 points for a Boozer. Cincinnati up by 14. Al Bianchi with the ball. He gets a 3-5. That's going to be a miss. He's 3 of 9. Embry gets the defensive rebound. Gives it over to Oscar Robertson, who gets a 2-1, and that's an easy bucket. So he's 6 of 13, 19 points. Adrian Smith gets his first assist of the game. So Syracuse will bring it down with Lee Schaefer. He gets a 3-2, and that's a possible block for Twyman. He's a 1, so we rolled a 3. So indeed, good defense there by Twyman. But Schaefer gets the offensive rebound, and he puts it back in for the basket. So 9 points for Schaefer. Cincinnati will bring it down with Oscar Robertson. He gets a 1-4 defensive check on Bianchi, who's a 3, rolled a 5, so good defense. He causes Robertson to miss. Greer will get the defensive rebound, his 7th. Lee Schaefer will have possession of the ball. He gets a 4-5, and that's going to be a miss. So Syracuse is not able to catch fire here, but Hallbrook gets the offensive rebound, his second offensive rebound. He'll try to put it back up, and he puts it back in, and is fouled by Embry, and that will be Embry's 4th foul of the game. So we'll go ahead and bring him out. Put Nordman back in. I think we want, let's see. Nordman's a better rebounder. Hub Reed's a better defender. So I think we'll go with Reed. All right. So 2 shots for Halbrook. He is 1 for 1 so far today. So he makes the first one. A 64% free throw shooter in general. 41, and he makes both of them. So 14-point deficit. Oscar Robinson has the ball. He gets a 2-4. That will be a miss. He's 6 of 15. Greer gets his 6th rebound. The Nationals go on a fast break. That's a 4-6-1. And so Cincinnati's able to hold up the fast break. Good hustle by the Cincinnati defense. So Alan Bianchi will have the ball for Syracuse. He gets a 5-2. And for his area is grayed out, so that's a grayed out. I'm not for sure why that is. I'll have to do some research, but he gets a low percentage shot. He's 23, and he hits it with a 22. So good shot by Bianchi there. Didn't think he could make that one. Gamby gets his first assist. So Adrian Smith will bring it down for Cincinnati. And he gets a 4-2, and that's going to be a possible steal. Checking against Halbrook, who's a 3. He rolls a 1. So that he's not able to steal it, and Smith will get a shot off. His 2-point number is 33. He gets a 56, so he misses, and Gamby gets his 5th rebound. So they will go on another fast break. They are rated green, 1 green, and that's a 1-2-2. So Greer misses. So it looks like Boozer gets the defensive rebound, and we can go on a fast break. But I think we'll just slow it back down. So we got a coach's choice here. Let's give it to Boozer. He's having a good game today. So we'll see what he can do. He gets a 3-5, so he misses that shot. 6 of 11 from the field. Twyman gets the offensive rebound. We'll check his raised number. That's a 1, so there's no foul. Cincinnati will reset it, and Jack Twyman will get possession of the ball again. And that's a 2-6, and that's almost always a miss. He's 3 of 9. Halbrook gets the defensive rebound. He gets it over to Hal Greer. That's a 4-6, and he's going to miss. He's just 5 of 13, so he's not having a great day. Boozer battles Gamby and gets the defensive rebound, his 7th of the game. Give it over to Hub Reed, working down low against Swede Halbrook. Swede Halbrook at 7'3", is a very tall man. That's a 4-6, so that's going to be an offensive foul on Reed, his 2nd foul. So it looks like Syracuse will get the ball back. Hal Greer with possession. Syracuse looking for somebody to get hot. He's possibly fouled. Smith's rating is a 2. He rolled a 5, so there will be no foul. Greer misses, 5 of 14. Robertson gets his 5th rebound, looking for his 4th triple-double in a row. We will slow it down with the action cards. We'll give it over to Robertson. Cincinnati up by 12, and that's a 6-4, and he's going to be fouled by Bianchi. 2nd foul by the point guard for Syracuse, and that will be 2 shots for Robertson. So he is 7 for 7 today. So he has a 80% free throw percentage, and he misses the first one of the day. So trying to make his 2nd one here, and he makes that one. So 20 points for Robertson. Lee Schaefer with the ball. Syracuse down by 13, and that's a 4-6, and he makes it. So that's a weird place for a bucket, but he gets it. 5 of 9, 11 points for Schaefer. Kirk gets his 1st assist. Cincinnati will work it down low with Hub Reed up against Red Kerr down in the paint, and he hits it. Nice little jumper by Reed. He gets his first 2 baskets of the day. Twyman gets assist number 4. Hal Greer will bring it down for Syracuse, and he gets a 6-5, and that's going to be a 1-shot foul. First foul by Adrian Smith, and Greer will get 1 shot. He's an 82% free throw shooter. He's got a 56, and he nails it. He's got 11 points on the game. So Robertson will bring it down for Cincinnati, and that would be a 2-6, and he's going to miss. So he's 6 for 16. Kerr out-rebounds Reed easily and gets his 6th rebound. Over to Hal Greer. Again, Syracuse looking for somebody to get hot. That's a 1-1. He is cold, so he's going to miss that automatically. We've got a home court check, roll to 5, so Cincinnati will get it. So once again, the home court advantage helping out Cincinnati. They're going to do a full court press. So we've got some pretty good ball handlers on the court, except for Reed at center. That's a 3-5-1. Greer's going to be charged with his 4th foul. So Smith will get 1 shot. He hasn't had any free throw attempts today, and he misses his first one. Bianchi gets the defensive rebound. Lee Schaefer will bring it down. Syracuse down by 12. He gets a 2-6, which is going to be a miss. He's 5 of 10 from the floor. Twyman gets his 7th rebound. Cincinnati will set it back up, get it back to Twyman. He gets a 3-2, and that's going to be a possible block by the power forward. Roberts is a 1, and so he indeed gets his first block of the game. Twyman gets his own rebound up, and so we'll be checking the defender's column 1 rating. And that's a 1, and he makes it. So good job by Twyman getting his own rebound, putting it back in. So he's got 11 points. Red Kerr for Syracuse is working it down low. Syracuse trying to get back into the game. And that's a 2-3, and he makes it. He's 8 of 12 for 19 points. Newman gets his first assist. Adrian Smith for Cincinnati will bring it down. And that's a 5-4, and he's going to miss. He's 0 for 3 today. And Newman will get the his first rebound. And Syracuse calls a timeout. So we'll check our subs here. So we need to start making some substitutions. Let's see. Let's put Smith in at point guard, and we'll give Robertson his minute off. And let's see. Let's put Embry is rested up, so we'll put him in. He's got 4 fouls, but we'll let him back in while Robertson's getting his break. So Lee Schaefer will have the ball. Syracuse still down by 12. He gets a 1-2. That's a defensive check on Twyman, who is a 3, and he gets a 5. So good defense by Twyman. Schaefer misses. Boozer gets his 8th rebound. They'll bring it down. Adrian Smith at point guard for the resting Robertson. He gets a 4-5, and that's going to be a turnover. That's the first turnover by Adrian Smith. So Syracuse will get the ball back. Larry Costello, backup guard, has possession of the ball. And he gets a 2-3, and he nails it. So he's 1 of 3 for 6 points. Bianchi gets assist number 5. So Cincinnati gets the ball back. The lead cut to 10. Adrian Smith with the ball. He gets a 1-2. That's a defensive check of Costello. He's a 2, and that's a 3. So good defense by Costello. Smith misses for the 4th time in 4 tries, and Kerr gets the easy rebound over Embry. They'll set it back up, and Costello will have the ball. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And that's a 5-2. And for some reason, his 5 column is grayed out. So that's going to be a low percentage shot. And I'm not for sure why that is, but I'll have to check that out. So his low percentage is 24. So basically that's 34 minus 10. And he gets a 41, so he's going to miss. Adrian Smith gets his first rebound. So he will set up the offense for Cincinnati. Jack Twyman will have possession, and he gets a 2-4, which he is not hot, so he misses. 4 of 12. Kerr and Embry battle out for a rebound, and Kerr wins. Gets his 8th rebound of the game. And so when they bring it down, they will work it into Kerr up against Wayne Embry. Down by the goal, he gets a 4-1. That's a possible steal. Twyman is a 1 steal, so he will indeed steal it. That's his first. We have a fast break opportunity, especially with Robertson on the bench. We will go ahead and just set up the play. So Wayne Embry working it down low. He's not played as much as he normally does because he's been in foul trouble, but he sinks that one. So he's 3 of 3 from the floor for 12 points, so he's making good use of the time that he is in. So Red Kerr will try to work it inside to see if he can retaliate here with Embry. That's a 1-3. We'll be checking his defensive rating, and he is a 2, but we rolled a 1, so Kerr's able to work it and to get his revenge on Wayne Embry. Costello gets his 4th assist. That's 21 points for Kerr. So they're going to try the full court press. Again, we got Robertson out, who's our best ball handler. That's a 4-6-5. So, but Smith is the best ball handler on the floor, so will hold on to it if he doesn't roll above a 61, and he rolls a 25. So they are able to beat the press. Good ball handling by Adrian Smith. He works it down to Wayne Embry. So him and Embry and Kerr have been battling it out all day. That's a 2-3, and he makes it. So 4 for 4 for Embry, 14 points. So Al Bianchi is playing shooting guard. Syracuse back down by 12 again, and that's a 5-2. So that's going to be an excellent pass to Dolph Schayes. He will dunk it, and that will be 15 points for Schayes, 6 assists for Bianchi. They will try the full court press again. So we're going to have to get Robertson back in the game. That's a 4-5-5. And so once again, the best ball handler, thankfully, gets the opportunity to try to hang on to it, and he gets a 12. So they beat the press thanks to Adrian Smith's good ball handling. Bob Boozer will get the ball. He gets a 5-3, and that's going to be a straight-up miss. He's 6 of 12, and Kerr gets his 9th rebound of the day. Larry Costello will bring it down with 3:24 left in the 3rd quarter, and that's a 4-1, and that's a possible steal. Boozer has a 2 rating. He rolls a 2, so he's not able to get the steal, even though he normally is a good stealer. So Costello will get a 2-point shot. 34 is his rating. That's a 13. So he makes it. So the lead is cut back down to 8. So they are trying the full court press again. So see if we can beat it again. That's a 3-2-1. So they beat it automatically that time. Bob Boozer will have the ball. Cincinnati lead cut to 8. That's a 1-2. We'll check in the defense of Dolph Schayes, who's a 2, but we get a 2, so Boozer's able to work it in, and he has 18 points. Bockhorn gets assist number 4. So Dolph Schayes with the ball. Syracuse down by 10, and that's a 2-1, so that's a bucket. So 17 points for Schayes. Costello gets assist number 5. So they are going to full court press again, even though it's not working much today. That's a 3-2-3, and Cincinnati is able to beat the press. So let's give it to Twyman, as we have a coach's choice 1, but there are no 1s, so we had to go to the 2s, and he gets a 2-4. I don't believe he is hot, and so he misses. We got a home court check, but unfortunately we rolled a 1, so Syracuse will get a defensive team rebound, so that's the first time it didn't go in our favor. Dolph Schayes has possession of the ball, and he gets a 6-2, so he's possibly fouled by Boozer, who is a 4, rolled a 1, and he is indeed fouled. So that's the second foul by Boozer today, and Schayes will get 2 shots. We will bring Robertson back in. Bockhorn is rested. We need to give Twyman a break. So we will go with Buckhalter at small forward. Boozer's going to need a break. Let's go ahead and bring in, we'll bring in Hub Reed at power forward. Cincinnati has a pretty decent bench. Past the second wave, they're not much, but their main reserve guys are pretty good. So, I mean, we lose a little bit, but not a lot. So, anyway, here is Schayes. He is 3 for 4 today from the line, and he makes the first one. And here is his second effort, and he gets a 54. And so Syracuse has cut the lead to 6. So Cincinnati's going to have to be on their guard here. So they're working it down to Embry down at the post, and he gets a 5-6, and that's going to be a possible pass. Kerr's rating is a 4. He got a 2, so he's not going to force him to pass, and Embry's going to be able to get a column 2 shot. So 1, 2, or 3, and he will make it. He gets a 6, so he misses. That's his first miss of the day. Kerr gets his 10th rebound. And so Syracuse has a chance to cut the lead even further. So they're working it down to Kerr, and he gets a 4-1. That's a possible steal. Robertson is a 1, rolled a 1, so he does get the steal. Opportunity for a fast break, and we don't have the right people on the floor for that. So Cincinnati will set it up with 2 minutes left. They've got a 6-point lead. They work it down to Embry, and he gets a 1-6, which is a defensive check on Kerr. He has a 3, rolled a 3, so good shot by Embry. Working around Kerr there. Reed gets his first to 16 points for Embry. Al Bianchi with possession of the ball. 1:48 to go in the third. 5-2, and so there's a fantastic pass over to Dolph Hayes, and he puts it in. So 21 points for Schayes, that is. Bianchi with his 7th assist. Oscar Robertson will have possession on the coach's choice 1, and he gets a 3-2. That's a possible block by Costello, who's a 2. We rolled a 2, so he's not able to stop Robertson that time. 22 points for Robertson, just 7 of 17 from the floor. Cincinnati up by 8. Dolph Schayes with the ball for Syracuse. He gets a 6-3, and he's possibly fouled by Reed, who's a 6. So he fouls a lot. That'll be his 3rd. So Cincinnati will... I think I'll stick with the guys they've got. So Schayes has 2 free throws here. He's 5 of 6 today. He's 90% typically. So really good free throw shooter. So he makes that one. And he makes that one. So Cincinnati lead has been cut to 6. So Hub Reed has the ball. He's working against Dolph Schayes at the power forward. He gets a 4-1. That's a possible steal. He gets a 1, so not able to steal it. So he's a good stealer, but that was the one roll that didn't get him a steal. So Reed gets a shot. His number is a 34, and he gets a 26. So Reed puts it in. Assist number 12 by Robertson. That man is an assist machine. So 101-93 here with 1 minute left in the third. Dolph Schayes with the ball. He gets a 4-3, and that's going to be an offensive foul. So that's his 4th foul. So they'll take him out of the game and bring in Joe Roberts. Cincinnati will get the ball back with 52 seconds left. We have a choice here. Let's go with Wayne Embry down low. He's having a pretty good day today. He typically averages 19.8 points. He gets a 2-5, so he misses that one. That's just his 2nd miss of the day. Roberts out-rebounds Embry. Gets the ball. Larry Costello brings it down for the Nationals, and he gets a 2-6, which is a miss. He's just 2 for 6 from the floor. Buckwalter fights off Schaefer for his 5th rebound. Gets it over to Oscar Robertson with 38 seconds to go. And that's a 5-6, and that's a possible pass. Costello is a 3, got a 2, so Robertson's able to find a shot. So he's got a column 2 opportunity, and he gets a 1. So 8 of 18, 24 points for Robertson. Bockhorn gets assist number 5. 32 seconds left. Lee Schaefer with the ball. He gets a 4-6, which is another bucket in a weird spot. So 13 points for Schaefer. Cincinnati up by 8. Oscar Robertson with the ball with 24 seconds left. That's a 1-3. That's a defensive check on Costello, who's a 2. Gets a 5, so good defense by Costello that time. Roberts gets the defensive rebound for Syracuse. Al Bianchi has possession of it as they bring it down with 16 seconds to go. 1-5 is a straight-up miss. He's 4 of 11. Buckhalter gets the defensive rebound, his 6th of the game. We have a coach's choice here. We'll work it down to Wayne Embry against Red Kerr. And he gets a 4-1, and that's a possible steal. Joe Roberts has a 2 rating, so he will indeed steal it. And Syracuse will call a timeout. So there's 8 seconds left. So we'll go ahead and let Cincinnati go with what they got. So Dave Gamby has the ball. 2 seconds left. Syracuse down by 8. And that's a 1-1, so that's a defensive check on the center. He's a good 2, rolled a 4, so he's able to make Gamby miss. And he picks up the rebound, his 4th of the game. So at the end of 3, it is Cincinnati 103, Syracuse 95. So Syracuse has been able to cut the lead down to 8, and we will go into the 4th quarter. Cincinnati up by 8 points. All right, here we go. Let's finish up this last quarter. So see if Cincinnati can pick up their 4th win in 4 tries. So let's see what we got to do sub-wise here. So they keep giving me that. I don't want that. So we need to get Hub Reed a break. So we'll go ahead and go with our starters. Put Boozer back at power forward. Twyman at shooting, or small forward, rather. And so it looks like Twyman and Boozer still need 24 seconds. So we'll keep that in mind. All right, so here we go. Next quarter, Cincinnati up by 8. So we got Kerr and Boozer for the jump ball. And Cincinnati gets their 3rd jump ball in a row. And they will have possession. So here we go. Oscar Robertson, he will have possession first. And he gets a 3-2. And that's a possible block by Costello, who's a 2. And he did indeed blocks it for his 1st. Bockhorn gets the offensive rebound, however, and he's going to try to put it back up with a column 2 shot. So here we go. He needs a 1, 2, or 3. He gets a 5, so he misses 6 for 10 from the floor. Costello gets a defensive rebound. Syracuse calls an early timeout. So here we go. So Dave Gamby will have the ball for Syracuse. And he gets a 3-5, and that's going to be a bucket. Again, kind of a weird place for one. So he's 3 of 7, 6 points. Shays gets his 2nd assist. Syracuse down by 5. Oscar Robertson with the ball. Not wanting to let Syracuse get back in it, so that's a possible foul on Costello. He's a 5, so he will indeed foul. That's his 4th of the game, and Robertson will get 2 shots. He is 8 of 9 from the floor today. And he gets the first one. 25 points for Robertson. Good basketball player. Misses that one, however. Shays gets the defensive rebound. Syracuse will bring it down. Larry Costello, the point guard, will have it. And he gets a 6-4, and he's going to be fouled by Robertson. 3rd foul by Robertson. And we will get 2 shots for Costello. So he's 4 of 4, 84% generally. And he misses the first one. How about that? So he will try to hit the second one. And he misses both of them. So how about that? High percentage guy. So Robertson gets his 6th rebound. He needs 4 more rebounds to get his 4th triple-double in a row. So he will have the ball. And here we go with Robertson. And he gets a 4-2. And that's a turnover. So that's not good. That's the 2nd one by Robertson today. So they'll work it down to Red Kerr into the paint. working against Wayne Embry again. They've been battling all day long. That's a 1-6, so that's a defensive check. Kerr has a very good defensive rating, but we rolled a low 2, and so Kerr is able to get it over Embry for the bucket. 10 of 14 from the floor, 23 points. So Kerr is having a great game. So Oscar Robertson with the ball. He'll bring it down. Cincinnati's lead cut to 5. He gets a 5-2, and there's a great pass over to Boozer. 20 points for Boozer. And Robertson gets assist number 13, and Cincinnati's back up by 7. So Dolph Schayes, power forward, has the possession of the ball. And he gets a 4-1. That's going to be a possible steal by Robertson, who is a 1, so he indeed steals it. That's his 4th steal of the game, and we're going to slow it down. We'll bypass the fast break. So Robertson has possession of the ball. Cincinnati up by 7, 10 minutes left in the game. And he's going to get a 2-4, which is a miss. 8 of 21 from the floor. Schayes will out-rebound Twyman for his 9th rebound of the game. He gets it over to Larry Costello, point guard for the Nationals. And that's a 5-1, so a really good pass over to Greer, and 13 points for Greer. Costello gets assist number 6, and the Cincinnati lead is cut back to 5, so they are going to full court press again. So if they keep doing that, I'll bring in Smith at shooting guard, because he's a little better ball handler than Bockhorn is. So that's a 2-1-6, and again, there's a chart for that, but we'll let the computer figure it out. Cincinnati beats the press. Oscar Robertson has the ball on a coach's choice number 1. That's a 1-4 defensive check on Costello, who is a 2, and he's able to defend Robertson. He misses the basket. Gamby out-rebounds Twyman for the rebound, and Syracuse is going on a fast break here. That's a 1-4-5. So that's going to be a miss. So Schayes misses the fast break basket. Embry gets the rebound, his 5th of the day. We have a coach's choice. Robertson is cold, as you can see there, but still, his other columns are pretty good. So we'll give it to Robertson, see if we can get him out of his cold spell. So that's a 6-4, so he's going to be fouled by Costello. That's the 5th foul on Costello. One more, and he's out of the game. So let's go ahead and work on one of those 24 seconds that we've got here. So we'll bring in Buckhalter, and we'll give Twyman his 24 seconds first. All right, so Robertson, he will get 2 shots. He's 9 of 11 today from the free throw line. He gets a 43. That's 26 points for Robertson. And here's number 2, and he misses it, 56. So Kerr out-rebounds Embry, gets the easy defensive rebound for his 11th. Cincinnati up by 6. Red Kerr working it down low against Embry. And that's a 3-3. That's a possible block. Embry's block rating is a 2, but he gets a 1. So he is typically a good blocker, but not able to get that one. And Kerr gets the bucket. 25 points for him. Greer gets his 8th assist, and the Cincinnati lead is down to 4. So Bob Boozer working it down against Dolph Schayes. And he gets a 6-1, so that's a miss. He's 8 of 15. Kerr battles Boozer for the rebound, and he gets his 12th of the day. So they're going on a fast break here, seeing if they can cut into that lead further. That's a 2-1-1, so that's going to be a missed bucket. So they're not doing that great on the fast break, but Schayes gets the offensive rebound, and his raise number is 3. We rolled a 1, so there'll be no foul. So they will reset the offense, and Hal Greer will have possession. Again, normally the Nationals' high score. He gets a 6-4. That's a possible foul on Bockhorn, who's a 3. He rolled a 3, so he is indeed fouled. So that'll be the first foul by Bockhorn today. So we got Boozer. So Twyman is in good shape. So we will bring in Buckhalter for Boozer, get his final 24 seconds, get everybody the rest they need. So Greer has 2 shots. He is 1 for 1 from the line today, and he misses the first one. No, he just barely makes it. He couldn't get any further than that and still make it. So that's 14 points for him, and he will make the second one a bit more easily. So the Cincinnati lead is now down to 2. So the Nationals are making a game of it. So Oscar Robertson has possession of the ball. He is still cold. He gets a 4-3, and he's going to turn it over. 3rd time today. So that's not a great time for a turnover. So Cincinnati at one point was leading by a pretty wide margin, are now just up by 2. So Al Bianchi has the ball, seeing if they can tie it up here. That's a 2-2, and he does. So 10 points for Bianchi, third assist by Hayes, and we have a tie ball game with 8:24 left in the game. So Joe Buckhalter down at power forward has the ball, and he gets a 1-4 defensive check of Shays, who is a 2. So we roll a 3. So good defense by Shays, and Buckhalter gets called for the foul, his first of the game. Shays will get one shot from the line. He is 7 of 8 today, and he misses it. Oh no, he should have missed it, but he's a very, very good free throw shooter, so he actually makes it. Syracuse up by 1. So we got a coach's choice here. Let's see. Let's go with Twyman. Twyman against Dave Gamby, small forward. He gets a 3-5, and that's a bucket. So Twyman gets his 13th point, and he's at 5 of 14 from the floor. Robertson with assist number 14. So Dolph Shays has the ball. Cincinnati up by 1. So I said the Nationals have made a game of it. That's a 5-1, so that's a great pass over to Gamby. 8 points for Gamby, 4 assists for Shays, and Cincinnati is now down by 1. Jack Twyman has the ball, and he gets a 5-4, and that's going to be a miss. He's just 5 of 15, and Kerr battles Embry for the rebound and gets it. That's his 13th rebound for Kerr. Great game by Kerr. So they're on a fast break, seeing if they can add to that 1-point lead. They get a 6-1-4. And so if we get over a 4, it will be held up. And he gets a 3, so they will get a fast break shot. Bianchi's a 33 rating, and he gets a 51, so he misses. Greer gets the offensive rebound. His raised number's a 3, rolled a 3, so there'll be no foul. So Syracuse will reset it. Dave Gamby has the ball. And you would think I would hit that tower more than I do. So that's a 1-2. That's a defensive check on Twyman, who is a 3. We rolled a 3, so he's not able to stop Gamby. Gamby's got 10 points. Greer gets assist number 9, and Syracuse goes up by 3. So Joe Buckhalter has the ball down low. He's a 2-4, and he misses it. 3 of 6 from the floor. Greer gets the defensive rebound, his 8th. So Syracuse will work it down to Red Kerr against Wayne Embry. That's a 2-1, and so Syracuse is getting hot all of a sudden, and they're up by 5. So let's call a timeout here. Let's see what we can do here. So let's get so Boozer is a better defender, but not by a lot. So let's go ahead and everybody's rested up except for Adrian Smith, and he's on the bench. So let's stick with what we got. See, I think they're just getting hot. So let's see if we can match. So we're working it down to Embry up against Red Kerr. That's a 4-6, and he's going to miss. Cincinnati continues to be slow. Kerr battles Buckhalter for the rebound and just barely gets it. So good rebounding by Kerr. They work it over to Shays down at power forward. He gets a 4-5, and he's going to miss. He's 8 of 14. But Kerr gets the offensive rebound over Buckhalter, and he's going to be fouled. So that's Embry's 5th. So I'm going to go ahead and just let him stay in until he gets fouled out. So 2 shots for Kerr. He's 3 of 4. He gets a 46, makes the first one. Syracuse up by 6. Here's the second free throw, and that's a 32. So Syracuse has extended their lead to 7. So Bucky Bockhorn, shooting guard, has the ball for Cincinnati. And that's a 6-1, and he's going to miss. He's 6 of 11 from the field, but Buckhalter gets the offensive rebound, a column 2 shot. So we got a 50-50 shot here of him putting it back in, and he misses. 3 of 7 from the floor, and Gamby will get the defensive rebound, his 7th. So 2 tough misses for Cincinnati there. They needed that, being down by 7. That's a 1-4. It's a defensive check on Bockhorns, who's a 2, but we roll a 1. So we're not getting the rolls now. So that's 17 points for Greer. Bianchi gets his 8th assist. So Robertson has the ball. So Cincinnati has now down by 9. So trying not to let the game get away from them. 3-2 is a possible block. Bianchi is a 2. We rolled a 4, so he does indeed block it. Bachorn gets the offensive rebound, another column 2. So hopefully we can get one of these. We have missed more than we've made today. He gets that one. So Buckhorn with the offensive rebound puts it back in. 15 points for him. So that cuts the lead to 7. So they're working it down to Red Kerr. He is a 6-1. He's going to miss. He's 12 of 17. But he gets his own rebound, and he doesn't get fouled. So they'll work it back down to him again. So they're definitely trying to get him the ball today, and he is going to possibly be fouled and make a bucket. And he is. So 31 points for Kerr. He's killing us today. Bianchi gets his 9th assist, and Embry has fouled out of the game. So we will bring Hub Reed in at center. Let's go ahead and bring Boozer back in at power forward. All right, so Kerr will see if he can convert the 3-pointer here. And he misses, 54. Reed gets his first rebound of the day. And he will pass it out to Robertson. So there's 5 minutes to go. Cincinnati is down by 9. That's a 34, and he makes it. So he's not cold anymore, thankfully. 28 points for Robertson. Bachorn gets assist number 6. Red Kerr with the ball once again. Again, they're working him to death today. That's a 5-3, and that's going to just to be a pass. So they work it over, back and forth, ends up back to Kerr. And he gets a 2-4, and so he's going to miss that one. He's 13 of 19 from the floor today. Bachorn gets the defensive rebound, his 4th. So Oscar Robertson with the ball. Cincinnati down by 7, 5 minutes to go. He gets a 2-4, which is a miss. Just 9 of 25, and Newman will get the offensive rebound over Bachorn. So Newman has the ball. He gets a 1-3. That's a defensive check on Robertson, who's typically very good. He's a 2, rolled a 4, so he plays good defense. Newman misses, and Robertson gets the defensive rebound. So let's try the fast break here. So here we go. Robertson needs 3 more rebounds to get another triple-double. And that's a 2-1-2. So we'll see what that means. So Robertson will get a fast break shot. His fast break shot is a 42, which is pretty good, but he misses it. And Newman gets a defensive rebound. So we needed that bucket. So Dolph Shays has the ball. 4:36 left to go. Syracuse up by 7. That's a 4-4, and that's going to be a turnover. So that's very timely for us. So we have the ball. We got the coach's choice. We're going to go with Robertson, because he's the one that has most of the good things on his card most of the time. That's a 2-5, so he misses that one, just 9 of 27. Kerr gets the rebound, his 17th, so he's the star of the game if they continue to win. So he gets it out to Greer. We got a possible turnover, and he hangs on to it. So he will pass it over to Dave Gamby. So Syracuse, again, lots of ups and downs in this game. So he's got a 3-5. Weird place for a basket, but he makes it. So 12 points for Gamby. Cincinnati is now down by 9 with just 3 minutes to go. So Bob Boozer, seeing if he can keep Cincinnati in this game, gets a 3-5. He misses. He's just 8 of 16 from the floor. Robertson gets offensive rebound, column 2 shot here. That's 8 rebounds for Robertson, 2 more for the triple-double. He gets a 2, so he puts it back in. That's 30 points for Robertson. Cincinnati down by 7. Hal Greer with the ball. 3:36 left to go. He gets a 4-2. That's a possible steal. Going to check against Bachorn, and he gets a 3, so he steals it. So great defense by Bachorn there. I'm not going to do the fast break. We just don't do well with that, at least in this game. So Bachorn has the ball. He gets a 1-1. That's a center check. Kerr is a 3. We rolled a 1, so he's able to get it around Kerr and put the bucket in. 15 assists for Robertson, 17 points for Bachorn. The lead is down to 5. 3:12 to go. Dave Gamby has the ball. That's a 4-5. He misses. So how about that? He's 6 of 11. Robertson gets rebound number 9. One more, and he'll have a triple-double. He has the ball on the coach's choice 1. That's a 1-4. We'll be checking the defense of Newman, who is a 3, rolled a 2, and Robertson puts it in. So Robertson's getting hot here. 32 points, 7 assists for Bockhorn. The Syracuse lead is now 3. Dolph Hayes has the ball. And he rolls a 1-2. Defensive check on Boozer, who is a 3. We roll a 1, so Boozer's not able to stop Shays. That's 26 points for Shays. Cincinnati has the ball. 2:36 left. Bockhorn has possession. He gets a 3-1, which is a block check on the center. He is a 2, rolled a 4, so Kerr blocks Bockhorn's shot, his second block, but Cincinnati gets the offensive rebound. So we'll reset the offense. Robertson has the ball. Cincinnati down by 5. That's a 4-6, and that will be a pass. So it goes over to Bucky Bockhorn, 28-year-old guard. He gets a 6-2. That's going to be a miss. 8 of 15 from the floor. Shays out-rebounds Boozer for his 11th rebound of the game. 2 minutes left. Syracuse has the ball up by 5. Hal Greer with the ball. He gets a 4-4, and that's a turnover. So that's very timely. Oop, wait a minute. Oh, he's a ball handler. Okay, they were checking the ball handler for some reason. So that wasn't an actual roll, so I need to pay more attention to the screen. So anyway, he's able to not turn it over. So he's a very good ball handler with a 62. So Dave Gamby will have the ball. That's disappointing. I thought we had a turnover there. That's a 4-4, and that's a turnover. So how about that? So that's the second turnover by Gamby. Cincinnati has the ball. Jack Twyman will have possession. They're down by 5 with 1:36 to go. And that's a 3-4, and he makes it. So that's a weird place for a basket, so that's 15 points. So we're going to try the press here. So we got 1:36 to go. We are down by 3. And that's a 5-6-6. So Shays, they're going to check his ball handling rating. He's a 55. And he's able to beat the press. So good ball handling by Dolph Shays. Since Syracuse has the ball, Hal Greer has possession. Up by 5 with 1:24 to go. He hits a 5-5, and that's going to be a possible pass. Buckhorn's defense is a 1, so he rolled a 4. So he will indeed have to pass. Good defense by Bockhorn. Gamby with the ball. He gets a 5-5 as well. That's a possible pass. Twyman is a 3, rolled a 6, so they will have to pass. I think one more pass. Oh, that's right. They don't have a shot clock in 61. I keep forgetting that. He gets a 5-3, and that's going to be a low percentage shot, I believe. So that knocks him from a 34 to a 24. And he hits it. So how about that? That's a big, big bucket for Syracuse. So Costello gets assist number 7. So we got 52 seconds left. Twyman has the ball. And that's a 2-2, so he will make it. 17 points. We're going to intentionally foul if we can. See what we can do here. That's a 4-5-6. And Gamby is fouled by Twyman. So Gamby is an 82%. Oh, so for Alex, the coach wants a technical foul. And so we will, if there's a 6, there will be a technical foul on top of it. And we roll a 5, so no technical foul. So Gamby gets 2 shots. He hasn't had any free throws today. So here's his first one, and he makes it. That puts him up by 4. And here's his second one, and he makes it. So that's probably going to put the game away for Syracuse. So Boozer has the ball. Down by 5. And he gets a 22, so he hits it. 22 points. So we are going to intentionally foul again. Or at least try to. Here's the roll. There's a chart for that. But again, we'll let the computer figure it out. So the attempt to fail or foul fails. So Syracuse passes. There's 32 seconds left. Red Kerr has it down in the paint. He gets a 43, which is going to be a possible steal. Hubbreed is a 2, so that Hubbreed steals it from Kerr. We're going to fast break, of course, with 32 seconds left. Down by 3, and that's a 6-5-2. Typically, So Greer steals it. So good defense by Hal Greer. So he gets the ball back, and then Syracuse will bring in on a fast break. They get a 1-3-6. And they get the easy layup. So that puts them up by 5. So we are going to have to hurry here. Hub Reed has the ball. He gets a 1-4, which is a defensive check on Kerr, who is a 3. And he's able to get around Kerr for the basket. Down by 3. We want to try to intentionally foul again if we can. 24 seconds left. And we get a 1-6-6. And the foul attempt fails. So they will pass to kill more clock. Hal Greer has the ball with 8 seconds to go. He gets a 3-4, and he's going to make the bucket. So that's 19 points for Greer. Costello gets the assist. We'll hurry up here. 2 seconds left, down by 5. Hub Reed with the ball. He gets a 5-6. That's going to be a low percentage shot, which is 24 for him. And he hits it. So that Robertson gets assist number 18. So he was 1 rebound short of his fourth triple-double in a row. And that's the end of the game. So Cincinnati loses their very first game. Cincinnati goes to 3-1. Syracuse improves to 2-3. So that was at the Cincinnati Garden. So that was indeed a home game. So that's a tough loss. So Syracuse ended up shooting 500 to our 464. Our free throw percentage was way low, so they really got us there. Assist was pretty even. We outstole them. They out-rebounded us by 14, so that probably had a lot to do with it. They outblocked us 6-3. They did turn over more than we did, and they fouled more than we did. So the Syracuse leader, Kurz, is definitely the star of the game. He had 31 points, 17 rebounds. Bianchi had 9 assists. Roscoe Albertson came in with 32 points, 9 rebounds, just 1 short of his 4th triple-double in a row, 18 assists. So he's just killing it in the assist department. So 13 lead changes. At one point, we were ahead by 18 points, so that's tough. So the last half, they outscored us 68-50. So again, that's a tough one. We were way ahead. So anyway, that was kind of ambitious, trying to do the whole game. I am tired of talking, but I enjoyed that very much. This game is just a hoot. And so I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time.